joins us from beautiful Spain. They are called Any Format, and Any Format is the production layer for document AI. Extract, validate, and route at scale, and live in days, my friends, in days. We are delighted to be joined by the CEO and co-founder of Any Format. Let's give it up for Juan Huguet. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. Thank you, Juan. Great to see you. Muy bien.
Hi, everyone. PDFs suck. They are everywhere, and once they are created, they are difficult to modify and to process. And that's normal because PDFs are made by people and for people. They not only hold information, they hold like contractual value because you don't want the data to be modified. And now, 1 billion plus documents are created every day because every piece of critical information of a company goes through PDF between people. And now, someone has to read it. But here is the thing. The very same format that you devised to be not modifiable, now you need to get data out of it, which is not quite easy. There are only two ways of doing that: manually, which is costly and also prone to errors, or trying to using AI to automate these processes. But PDFs are the hell for AI agents. Everyone trying to build these kind of pipelines on top of just frontier models will hit the same kind of errors that you will see here. Tables are going to collapse, footers are going to be everywhere, and graphics are not going to be well plotted. And the problem is not only that you're not getting the data well represented. The problem is that these errors will just cascade to downstream applications. Every kind of RAG, agentic flow, and applications for automation will not be able to recover their full status or to get to 100% accuracy if you are not able to solve well the first part, which is getting data out of these formats. So that's why we built Any Format. We are teaching AI agents to read as people, which means visually, contextually, and fully trustable. We have 6 different document AI operators that allow you to parse, classify, extract, split data, and also enroute them to the human in the loop whenever you need further assistance. We have packed all of this in a software and package that has 2 different sources. The AI Studio, which allows the functional teams to map their processes very easily without having to need code or any kind of knowledge on how to do that. And also the API and SDKs to allow the technical people to bring that to production and to scale them easily to hundreds and thousands and millions of documents. And not only that, right? We are heading towards the agentic revolution in which agents are not copilots anymore, they are coworkers. So our platform allows actually to Claude, Codex, and this kind of general purpose agents to use our solution to solve their needs in order to parse the PDFs. When we're talking about AI applied to enterprise applications, it is not only the technology that matters, it is trust. How do I trust this result? How do I trust this data? How do I trust that the agent is returning the value that is actually within the PDF? We have solved that by providing visual grounding to any kind of data that you're extracting, and also a confidence calibrated against human feedback in order to know when the model is tripping and need human assistance. And this allows to automate any kind of documental process. We have benchmarked ourselves against Frontier Labs, American competitors, and everything.
I am so sorry. You know what? That 3 minutes just goes like this. I promise you. I've been there. That's it. The 3 minutes is gone. PDF suck. Can we have a big timer suck? A big round of applause for Juan Huaga. That was great. Okay. Muy bien. I'm so sorry. You know, I always feel bad doing that because I have been there myself and it's such a surprise. But we do have a bit of time left for our judges to ask a wonderful question to Juan. Do we have any questions based on what you saw so far? Now, there doesn't have to be a question. It's nice if there is, but sometimes we do have a question from that young man there with the cool glasses. I love it. Okay. Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. Could you tell us about the team?
Yeah,
please?
So we are 13 people. We are all from Spain. We have 4 PhDs in physics coming from different universities like Sorbonne University and also top-tier universities from Spain. We are 4 people dedicated to go-to-market and also engineers coming from teams from Red Hat, scale-ups, and also operators of X startups. I am really proud of them because I think that we have the best AI team in Spain solving this problem.
Fantastic. And we see that. I'm afraid we only have time for one question. Just we have to be fair to all of the startups. But that was great. That was like another extra bit of the pitch there. That was a brilliant question. Can we have a big round of applause for Juan Huaga from Any Format? Thank you so much. Thank you. I've been there myself. I've done presentations where I've thought, wow, I've loads of time. I'll just have a little detour. Whoa, it's gone. All the time is gone. It happens so quickly. It's really surprising. It's not a good feeling, but he did it very, very well. And we just have to be tight on the timing to keep it fair for all of the startups. They all get the same opportunity here because, you know, that's just how we roll at South Summit. We're a broad church. Okay, we're giving our judges a momentito. They are sending their thoughts, their marks up to the mothership. And let me tell you about our next awesome startup who's going to rock the stage. So the next company joins us from beautiful Spain, a country I'm very proud and honoured and lucky to call my home. I live here, and the company is called Dealcar. The tagline is, sail, manage and grow your used car dealership with everything in one place. We are delighted to be joined by the CEO of Dealcar. Please give it up for Carlos Ono Santa Cruz. Thank you. Big round of applause. Muy bien. Bienvenidos.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm gonna try to do a little bit slower than last year. So we are at Dealcar. There are 35 million vehicles traded every single year in Europe. That's a huge market, 700 billion. And still today, 96% of the transactions happen offline. Okay, you see the chart. The majority of the market is managed by independent car dealerships and individuals. And step by step, the independent car dealerships is growing. Okay? It's a highly fragmented market. Last year, I came here, 6,000 cars. Okay? Now, we manage close to 60,000. Okay? We are by far the market leaders. Okay? This is the current stock in the Spanish market. Because car dealers lack so many tools. Okay? On one side, they cannot buy cars. They don't have agreements with OEMs. They cannot source in many marketplaces. They cannot sell. They rely on marketplaces like coches.net, Wallapop, Mil Anuncios, and so on. And they do not have financial solutions. Okay? For example, they don't have finance to buy cars and then sell it. They don't have agreements with banks to offer customer finance to the end customers, and that causes inefficient dealerships. Because everyone is focusing in the enterprise, okay, in the large dealerships or official dealerships. We are focusing in the medium and small dealers, okay, it's a blue ocean. There are 200K dealerships in Europe, and we are going to conquer it. We are a fintech innovators. My founder, Sergio, my co-founder, and me, we come from fintech. We used to work in Afterpay, Klarna, Afterpay, Block, Binex, Konto, and many places. Our playbook is fintech, okay? The SaaS is just the Trojan horse. I said last year, I said this year, and we are backed by a SaaS expert. We are powering the future of used car dealers, and we offer an all-in-one solution. One side is the software, and then we are launching 4 products. Deal Connect, a place where they can buy vehicles. Deal Flex, an asset-backed loan. We buy the car, and they pay it when they sell it. Deal Boost, we boost their presence in ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and all those places. And finally, we offer an embedded solution for payment, which is Deal Pay. We are growing. This is the growth. It's huge, honestly, to be in a super traditional market. We have 750 dealers. 1 million ARR, and the opportunity, as I said, is huge. The Trojan horse is the software. We believe that we can get 100 annual revenue through the software, but through the transaction, we can multiply up to 10 times. You will see in some years that I will come here and I will say much more, that revenue. This is going to be, okay? The future of the used car market will run on AI, fintech, and connected infrastructure, and we are building it. So thanks.
Well, how about that? With a pro move, he landed that plane with 6 seconds to spare. Wow, that's awesome. Do we have a question from the front row? You don't have to have questions. I'm just going to give it a little second. Just remind you, if you want to share the love, we have a question. Thank you so much.
How are you using AI in order to make a moat for the future?
AI in this sector?
AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah. For the large dealerships, official dealerships, they are implementing AI. And for the long tail, they are super traditional. I mean, they first need to digitalize, and then on top, we are building agents. So we are going to build agents that look for cars, that sell cars, that do everything on their sales. So yeah, we will do everything for car dealerships, independent ones.
Fantastic. All about building the moat for the future. What a great question to end the session on. Please join me in thanking Carlos Horno Santa Cruz from Dealcar. Muchísimas gracias, dude. Brilliant. All right, such a broad variety of companies here. We've only seen a couple of sessions. What's it going to be next? Let me tell you. Our next company is called Libertify, and they are based in France, but our next speaker is actually living in Madrid here. Madrid is his home, and they are a company that will transform static documents into interactive experiences with AI video explainers, document animation, an integrated chatbot, and everything linked to an analytical dashboard. That sounds fascinating. We are about to find out from the CEO himself. Please give it up to Steve Rosenblum. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bienvenidos.
Okay, hi, I'm Steve. I will tell you very simple things. When you take a P&L, the first line is sales, revenue. And this is the tough cookie of a company. I mean, building sales with your team is quite complex. Sometimes, complex sales, you have multiple buyers, or you have to convince multiple people in a company. And if you think of it, okay, we're using papers or documents, let's say PDF, PowerPoint, decks, and this is where there's the revenue leakage. Because when you send documents, you might be ghosted. You have a good trust with your clients, but they don't reply instantly. And maybe you start doubting. You don't know what is happening behind the scene. You're blind. And this is what we are solving at Libertify. Our business is very simple. It starts when you press send. Okay? And this is what we do. So, okay, let's put it very simply. A document that you send to someone is a surface. And by the way, today, it's 8-second attention span. No people are not reading anymore. So they skim. When they skim, they pass in important information. Okay, this is an issue. And by the way, they have to sell internally as the ambassador that you found in the company. So our job is to grow the surface of the document. And how we do it by enhancing the document. Just by a drag and drop of a document in our platform, in 4 minutes, you have a workflow video that is explaining the document. We have a chatbot, we have CTAs, calls to action, we have quiz, you have FAQs, everything just for one reason. The larger the surface you expose, the more interactions you have. More interactions, more data points. More analytics, more insight. Now, you remove the blind from your eyes. You know what is happening inside the company. And we do it through behavioral science. So we have a team of psychologists that work on behavioral and cognitive biases. We detect insight of what is happening when you share a document, a proposal to a company. We can detect if they are interested, not interested, if they're anxious, based on semantic. We do a lot of things around words, around interactions, around momentum. And this is for one goal, is to improve sales, okay? To make it faster, quicker, to understand what is happening in the company. And because we don't want to change how the people are working, they work with their CRMs, we are also integrated directly in their CRM. So from a push of a button that you send to 1,000 clients or just one client, you know exactly what is happening. I'm not talking about they open the document, because this is basic. We're talking about intent, what is behind the scene, what they have in their mind. And this is what we do at scale. We do it with banks, insurance companies in multiple countries. Okay, and the beauty of the system, just let's take the example of the last bank we worked with in France. We increased by 80% the sales of their financial product just by explaining the product to their clients. So this is what we do at Libertify.
Très bien, très bien.
Merci.
Well done. Good
Merci.
job, man. Landing that exactly on the button of the 3 minutes. That is a difficult thing to do. And what intriguing technology. How interesting. I've not seen that before. But what did our judges think? They're busy sending their marks up to the South Summit Mothership. All will be revealed today on this stage at 6 p.m. onwards. And we'll find out who's going to go. Yes, my man there with the great questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I don't think I understood. For doing that, for doing what you are doing, you need the camera on in the... Okay, can you explain how you do that?
Yes, exactly. So what we do is, it can be at scale through API, through a CRM or whatever, or by hand. When you drop a document in our platform, after 4 minutes, we generate an environment which is immersive and interactive. When you add more surface, you increase the likelihood to have more clicks and more interactions. Those interactions are giving a lot of insight, okay, based on data model that we crush, that we analyze, and we can know exactly if there's momentum. If they share the document internally to their CFO, it's a good insight, by the way. If it goes to the CFO or the compliance team, then you know it's moving, okay? And then the more you give them clicks that they can do and they can interact, those information feeds back to you automatically, real time. So you know now exactly my document is moving. They ask this question, okay? This is gold nuggets.
Amazing. Wow, that was like another extra pitch. That's brilliant. This is what our pro pitchers do. They use the questions as another pitch. That was parfait. Merci beaucoup. Can we give a big round of applause to Steve Rosenblum from Libertify? Merci beaucoup. Fantastic. Wow, such a high standard here. You know, as I say all the time on this stage, I would give all the points to all of the pitchers because I think they're all amazing. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I am not in the front row. They have a difficult decision to make. They are making it right now. The marks are going up to the cloud here at the Nave, and we are going to move on to our next wonderful pitcher. The company is called Loop OS, and they join us all the way from beautiful Portugal. Now, Loop OS is an agentic AI ERP for circularity, integrating with existing systems to automate the end-to-end device lifecycle. It's fascinating stuff, so we are delighted to be joined by their head of operations. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome. Give it up for Margarida Amorim. Thank you.
The one-off purchases era is over. Look around. 1 in 4 smartphones in this room is already second-handed. By 2030, it is expected to be 1 in 2. The biggest retailers are no longer just selling new. They are reselling, they are buying back, renting out. Circularity is here. This is no longer a sustainability story. This is one of the biggest enterprise opportunities of the next decade. But there is a problem. Enterprise infrastructure was built for a linear economy. One product, one sale, one owner. But circular products have multiple lives. Traditional systems were never built for that. That is why we built Loop OS, the first operating system for circularity, a platform to run returns, buybacks, trade-ins, renting, and repairs for any products in any industry. Through Loop OS, each circular operation has a module that can be deployed in only a few days. We launched Loop OS Flux, our AI layer for circular operations. We have more than 25 AI agents that are helping companies to automate tasks that were previously manual, slow, or impossible to scale, such as product intake, routing, valuation, pricing. So now all of these operations are automated. And that is what set us apart. With our AI platform allows end-to-end partner orchestration and full customization. In only 1 year, we have more than 100 clients across 7 geographies in many different industries: logistics, insurance, retail, and more. And because we also have to make some money, right? We run on a scalable SaaS model with a license fee, a fee per store, and a small fee for each transaction. This means we grow as our clients scale. In January 2025, we raised our seed round, 3 million seed round. We are already a certified B Corp. We've been recognized internationally. Before we built Loop OS, we spent 10 years building circular businesses. So we have the expertise, we have know-how on this market. We are now at a 500K ARR, and we aim to reach 1 million euro ARR in the first quarter of 2027. We are also targeting a Series A next year. So if anyone here is a VC, hi, great timing. If you are an enterprise company that wants to go circular, LoopOS is ready to deploy. Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. And again, precision landing there. What a fascinating company. Now, our judges are tapping their thoughts into their magical iPads that send their magical marks up to the magical South Summit cloud. And we're going to make some magic happen later on today when we announce the winner. And we have a question from the front row. Thank you so much.
Hello, thank you for your presentation. I had one question regarding, like, if you could explain maybe with one or two clients how has been the journey with them in terms of integration and like timing-wise and where they are now using the platform.
Yes, thank you for the question. So first, I really have to say that we have multiple use cases because our ERP it has a lot of many apps. So I can give you the example of Fnac. We are already working with them in Portugal, but also Spain, France, and Belgium. So what they are doing is that they are buying back from consumers, like electronics, smartphones, iPhones, and they are repairing because they have it, in-house knowledge of it, and they are reselling. And they are using LoopOS to, all their flux is built through LoopOS.
All right. What a great question. Thank you so much. And a brilliant answer. My dear friends, can we show our appreciation for Margarita Amorim from LoopOS? Thank you. Obrigado. All right. I mean, each picture is making it more and more difficult for all of the judges. I don't know how they decide between them, but that's why they are here. They're marking on those 5 categories, and they have a very difficult decision to make. And I believe we are going to make it a little bit more difficult right now as we welcome our next speaker to the stage. They are joining us from Lovey.ai. They are a company based in Spain, and they are trusted by some names you might have heard of, such as Alcampo, Carrefour, Siemens, and many more. Lovey automates customer service and sales with AI across every channel, including ChatGPT. We are absolutely thrilled to be joined by their CEO today. He is Andres Pulgarin. Let's give it up for Andres from Love AI. Come on, yes. Muy bien.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? Are you wake up? Okay, we are Lovey. That is a wonderful name, right? It's like love, but with an I.
Hello, South Summit. My name is Lovey, and I am a digital human. I'm connected to web, WhatsApp, Instagram, phone, and even ChatGPT. I can speak many languages. Bonjour, hello, ni hao. Come to the Lovey stand. Talk to me, challenge me, play with me, and see what a real digital human can do. South Summit, are you ready? Because now the human takes the stage. Andres, let's show them the future and the power of customer love.
But what is customer love? Because all companies say they love their customers, but it's not true at all. Or try to call a customer service or sending a WhatsApp in a Friday night. Marketing money wasted. Customer love is answered and solved anytime, any language, any channel. From telephone to ChatGPT or digital humans. Yes, inside ChatGPT, we can answer using Lovey with the data of the company. Right now, Alcampo, Picolin, or Conforama are using Lovey on the web, WhatsApp, or the phone. And why not in the other life?
Hola, soy Ana, de Interfunerarias. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte?
Hola Ana, sí, gracias. Mira, quería saber cuál es la dirección del tanatorio que tenéis en Las Rosas.
Claro, lo miro enseguida. El tanatorio de Las Rosas está ubicado en la avenida de Nuestra Señora del Retamar.
Okay. Or maybe making and speaking in a big retail conference.
La innovación, las oportunidades y los desafíos del cambio. ¿En qué puedo ayudaros?
Pues Laia, estamos viviendo momentos...
We are not an OpenAI wrapper. we have our own AI model balancer. We are bootstrapped, 7 years focused on conversational AI, and near zero churn in our main clients. Clients so important like this. Lobby is getting near to the 1 million with 85% from subscriptions. This is our lovely team. And the market is speaking. Companies with great AI products and with AI expert teams are highly valued. Then you need customer love, you need Lobby AI. Thank you.
Wow. All right. Hashtag mind blown. Right. Okay, just don't make any AI event MCs, okay? Listen, that was fascinating, utterly fascinating, a new way of connecting with customer service. But what did our judges think? Do we? Oh, yes, we have a question straight away. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for the pitch. AI-driven customer service is a hugely competitive category. How do you stand out when you're going to these clients and convincing them to work with you?
Yes, it's not easy try to work with these big companies. We have 7 years working on this. We have the whole system created to integrate it with the CRMs, ERPs. We know the big companies, and we integrate all channels in one place. Then these kind of companies trust in us because they know the other companies that is working already with Lobby. It's some part of the business.
What a fabulous question. You see the judges' expertise getting into all of the cracks in the pitch, wanting to find out more. This is very often the start of an amazing conversation. Speaking of which, that was an amazing pitch. Can we please show your appreciation for Andres Pulgarin from Love.ai. Muchísimas gracias, dude. Thank you. Wow, many of these pitches, I really get a feeling you're seeing the future and, you know, wow, it's coming. So that was Lovey.ai. Our judges are making their decisions. Did they love it? Let's wait and see. We're going to find out here today at 6 p.m. We're going to announce all the winners who are going to go through to our grand finale tomorrow on the enormous arena stage, which is always great fun. Now, my dear friends, we are moving on to another Spanish company. They are Service Club, and they are the world's only end-to-end driver recruitment and training platform for the delivery and logistics sector, which is always going to be huge. Now, they connect the drivers and companies that move the world. We are delighted to be joined by their CMO. Please give a warm welcome from Service Club to Michael Das. Thank you. Muy bien.
Ready. 3,310,000. That's the number of packages that are being delivered every day here in Spain. And you might say, well, that's a lot. But take a look around. The chair that you're sitting on, the clothes that you're wearing, everything has been brought to us by a person. So behind every package is a person. But what's the problem? Well, 9 in 10 arrive on trains. When we talk about delivery drivers. So they cause accidents. At the same time, 80% leave within the first 6 weeks. So that's a huge problem. So we are Service Club, and we basically have created an ecosystem where we put the driver at the center. And we do so by focusing on 3 areas. By training them with academy, by motivating them with perks, and by connecting them with jobs. So let's go and have a look at all of these 3 solutions. So with Academy, companies hire us to train their drivers, and we do so by offering several solutions, such as AI ride-along, virtual reality, where we basically help them to understand what they need to do, resulting in a 70% faster onboarding. With perks, we give drivers a real reason to stay because we've created a benefits marketplace where we offer hyper-local deals so they can get engaged and they can become more motivated to stay working and continue working at the company. We currently have more than 5,000 vendors on our platform. And with jobs, we basically connect drivers to any company looking for people on the road. And we do so by giving them the chance to be on the road between 24 and 72 hours. since they inscribed. And the results speak by themselves. We have a 55% decrease in recruitment costs for companies that work with us. We increase their driver retention by 60%, and we offer 70% faster onboarding. And we're already collaborating with the biggest companies out there. The thing is, the world is running out of drivers, and the problem that we see now is just going to increase. We have now 3.6 million unfulfilled jobs, and that's going to increase in the next future. So this is a huge market, and currently we are only focused on vans. But we want to expand this solution from bikes to ships, and by doing so, help all the companies out there. We're a company that's growing 10x, so we have a projected revenue of 90 million this year, and we're profitable since 2024. And right now, we are raising our Series A, so happy to catch up with all afterwards. And basically, what I wanted to leave you with was a reflection, which is the world moves on drivers, and we make sure it never runs out of them. Thank you very much.
Bravissimo. That was so good. And I love the little touch at the end. Hey, listen, we're doing a bit of Series A, you know, DM me. I love that. That's absolutely brilliant. This is what this is all about. But what did our judges think? Do we have a question? Do we have a question? Maybe not. Sometimes the pitches, actually, yes, good man. Thank you so much.
One question. How do you encourage the drivers to keep going into the platform, doing the courses and the learning, which I guess they might not be very motivated to doing this by themselves?
That's actually an excellent question. So with the combination of these three solutions that we have, so with jobs, we match them. So every time they want to change jobs, they come back to Service Club. So we match them with new job offers. Perks, the same thing. So the perks that we're offering, we're also offering those to drivers that are on our platform, and with Academy as well. So the way to stay updated, especially now with the AI revolution, is to come to Service Club and to continue learning as your work on a day-to-day basis also keeps evolving.
That was an epic question and a brilliant answer. Thank you so much. Can we please show our appreciation one more time for Michael Nath from Service Club? Wonderful. Muchísimas gracias. Again, a difficult decision by the judges. If we want to share the love, create some FOMO, don't forget, share your love on LinkedIn, share it on Instagram. Just use the hashtag SouthSummit26. Make all your friends, families, colleagues, and financial directors extremely jealous. You're here in the Nave getting the cutting edge of this technology, and they are watching your social media posts thinking, oh man, I should have gone to LinkedIn, damn. So yeah, that's the kind of FOMO we really want to encourage out there. So thank you for your attention to this matter. We're going to move on to our next pitcher. They are from Spain, and this company asks a big question. How can we build a better way for everyone to access public funding and procurement? Well, Silmaril is a public procurement intelligence platform that makes the fragmented €2 trillion European market navigable. We are absolutely thrilled to be joined by the CEO of Silmaril right now. Let's give it up for Manuel Villa. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. Yes, muy bien. Thank you.
So we think Europe has a spending problem. The European Union has 2.4 trillion in budget every year for public contracts. That's roughly the GDP of Russia. But half of that remains unassigned, and 1 in 3 opportunities only have one bidder. Take in mind, this is how Europe decides what gets built, what gets funded, and what survives. The lost opportunity is roughly the GDP of the Netherlands. So why is this happening, right? The European Union publishes around 700,000 documents every day across 31 jurisdictions in 24 official languages. This is a system that you can only navigate if you're a specialist or you have a large bidding team, so most companies never even try. At Silmaril, we believe that a better system can be built in the interface between the public tendering systems and the private companies, right? So we built it. Our system has 3 parts. Hound reads every database, every source, every relevant document, and digests it all into a single funnel. Then comes Beacon. Beacon learns your company, what you do, where you operate, your past bids, and then finds in Hound only what's relevant to you, right? From there, it's only halfway, right? So now we need to build Atlas. Atlas takes your opportunity from identification to proposal. How are we doing this? Well, yes, of course we're using AI, right? But in 2026, using AI is expected of you. It's like using computers or electricity. So we're building Atlas in a way that keeps the human at the wheel every step of the way. We believe that the first time that a human reads the document should not happen after submission. Of course, this problem is not only relevant at the European Union. If you know it, the International Chamber of Commerce is an organization with 41 million companies across 140 countries. They're the biggest trade organization in the world, so we've partnered with them to bring our technology to their members worldwide. We start with Colombia and Argentina, and from there, we aim to expand globally. So if you think your company or you are missing an opportunity, please come to summit.silmariltech.com and find out. And thank you.
Fantastic. I mean, you're not talking about small numbers there. Those are big numbers, and you can really help so many companies through your platform. Our judges are capturing their thoughts about that presentation in their iPads, on their desks. The marks are going up to the cloud, and we have a few seconds for a question, if anybody has a question. Okay, sometimes there are no questions, because the presentation just covers everything, and that could have happened just now. Going once, going twice. No further questions, Your Honor. A big round of applause for Manuel Villa from Silmaril.
Thank you so much.
Muchísimas gracias. Okay, and needless to say, if you know the folks on stage, if you're part of the team, if you just like the way they dress, feel free to go a bit mad. You know, it's the afternoon. Sometimes people can have a siesta in the afternoon. Sometimes they come down here to the next big thing and they really make some noise and welcome our wonderful pitchers to the stage. So you are invited to do the noisy thing and really make some noise when our folks come to the stage. Thank you very much. We're going to move on with our next company. They are joining us all the way from beautiful Italia, and their tagline is Source, AI-powered vendor intelligence to discover, enrich, and manage suppliers with reliable and structured data at scale. We are absolutely delighted to be joined by their wonderful co-founder and COO from Source. Let's give it up for Nazareno Maria Ciccarello. Molto bene, piacere.
Grazie mille. Mike is a procurement professional. He has a shipment at risk. He has to find 3 alternative European suppliers by Monday. 4:49, he has to map ESG for every tier 1 suppliers. He has a compliance alert. He has an audit in 60 days. 5:36, getting even worse. He has to reduce category spending by 20%, renegotiate top 5 contracts in 1 week. How can procurement cope with this situation? They have lots of inefficiencies and inefficacies in their processes. Legacy tools are not enough. Web searches, marketplaces, referrals. AI alone is not even enough. I mean, there is no public, structurable, reliable database in order to take structured decisions. Procurement teams need fast access to verified data without hallucinations. That's why we created Source, data intelligence platform for procurement orchestration. One platform that searches, enriches, automates, and monitors every piece of supplier data, internal, external, and on-demand. We're based on 4 pillars. We bought a massive amount of data for certified suppliers. We combine that with supplier data from companies. We perform continuative data mining and scraping in order to allow them to map the entire ecosystem. Then our data lab allows companies to maintain and automatically update their vendor base for risk and compliance purposes, and not only. Then we have agentic automations that help companies to reach out to potentially the entire supplier ecosystem, gather information via mass email contacts, and have them represented for a qualitative and quantitative interpretation in order to get the best possible suppliers. Then we have Source Intelligence, which is actually transforming procurement department from a fast reactive department to a predictive one. Real customers, real numbers. We help massively decrease the timing for supplier database cleanup. We have highly increased the number of verified suppliers to participate into tenders and we have also generated lots of savings for companies, for products or services. Strong momentum, we're just getting started. Over the last 18 months, we have more than 800K ARR, more than 50 customers. We have increased ACV by 200% over the last 6 months, and we have over 10 billion supplier data acquired. As you can see, we have proven to be a very valuable solution for companies in different spaces and different sectors. We are agnostic. Procurement is a market in motion. The opportunity is huge, and we're going for that. We just closed a seed round. After a pre-seed round we closed 18 months ago of 1.5 million with prominent investors. We're here to network with and have warm introduction to CPOs and also relationship with VCs. Do you remember Mike, how much he was stressed? This is him after using Source. Thank you very much.
Oh, molto bene, dude. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wow. I think we've all been there. Mike at the first thing, that stressed face. And we all want to get to Mike at the end, that very relaxed face. That was very good. But what did our judges think? Do we have any questions? Or maybe they were all answered by that excellent presentation, which is very possible. It does happen. Our judges are primarily here to share their expertise and send their marks up to the South Summit mothership and maybe ask some questions. So I'm going to say, going once, going twice. No further questions, Your Honor. My dear friends, please give it up for Nazareno Mario Cicciarello from Source.
Thank you.
Grazie tante.
Ciao.
Muy bien. Okay. Okay, we run a tight ship. It's always good to see folks really giving the applause in the audience, showing the appreciation, sharing the love. You can do this here. You can also do this by sharing the love on social media. Just remember to tag the speakers, tag South Summit, and use the hashtag SouthSummit26. Really easy to remember. And if you do that, maybe the enormous South Summit social media machinery will see your post and amplify it. Just saying, it could happen. Your post could be as popular as Bad Bunny before this session is out. Just use the hashtag. Let's go to our final picture. We are absolutely delighted to be joined by WiseCX. They are a company from Argentina, and they present an autonomous revenue engine that transforms conversational signals into a scalable growth layer for global brands. We are thrilled to be joined by their CEO right now. Let's give him a huge welcome. It's the last session of the day from YCX. Give it up for David Cabrera. Thank you.
Every day, companies have thousands of conversations with their customers, but less than 20% turn into a sale. So what happened with the other 80%? Conversation, signal, revenue, all of it gone. Even in the AI era, most companies treat CX as a cost center. We are changing that. Today, the customer conversations are the most valuable data layer. Revenue signal, friction signal, revenue intent, buyer intent. The ask to that 80% is right there, but less than 30% gets analyzed. We are changing that. That is YCX closes. YCX is an autonomous revenue engine, end-to-end. We don't just automate. We run the entire revenue cycles autonomously. Each conversation makes the next one smarter. Yes, conversation, automation, revenue. This works separate. YCX brings them together. This is the engine running at Garmin. Yes, our AI agent converts 10% inside the store. But it's interesting. But the most interesting is the 90% that doesn't convert. We detect in real time, we detect friction, checkout, error, stock out, and automate triggers to recover this revenue. The result, 80% additional conversion achieved. Yes? Our growth speaks for itself. 7.5 million in 18 months. Yes? Best in class, our metric, 142% NRR, 12 million in active migration pipeline. We are ready to win this category. We don't just automate, we run the entire revenue cycles. Each conversation makes the next one smarter. We have 500 million conversations behind us and not 8 million conversations each month. We operate in 9 countries, 6 telcos as a partner. If we have grown 20% a month for 18 straight months. Yes, that put us on path to $35 million by mid-2027. Today we are raising $4 million as our bridge to Series B. Yes, and all company has the conversation. We are building the engine to turn them in revenue. Thank you. On time.
Awesome. Landing the plane with seconds to spare right there, right? That was amazing. We actually have spare seconds. I don't know what we're going to do with them. Our judges are taking this moment to put their thoughts. We have a question straight away. Thank you so much. Last question of this session. Good man.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I was wondering if you can tell us or walk us through the technical foundation of the solution. I mean, what do you do with the data that you're extracting? How do you I mean, what's the whole path of the data until you transform it into more information?
Okay. YCX grew as omnichannel solution. Yes. A few years ago, we did one acquisition, one company specialized in artificial intelligence. With that, we acquired one technology to understand conversation. Yes. With that, in our architecture, we can now understand with our technology conversation in 6 or 7 vertical. Yes, and with that, we detect with this taxonomy, we detect signals, and with these signals, we can understand buyer signal, revenue signal, different type of signal, to predict the conversion or why the customer buy or why the customer doesn't buy.